What is up? Welcome back to the YouTube channel for Peacefully Wired. My microphone is on. Awesome. My name is Matt, aka Peacefully Wired, and I am doing a series now. I'm not shifting, I'm going to go back and forth, but I've started the HOCD series, HOCD fears, HOCD compulsions, and I want to start doing some ROCD fears and ROCD compulsions. ROCD and HOCD are two of the main themes that I dealt with. I don't, if you know anything about my content, I don't really like the idea of themes because there's this insinuation that you have one theme, and when you get over that theme, that all of a sudden now OCD is just gone. And if you have OCD on the chronic level, you have a brain disorder, and it's likely in many, many different areas of your life, depending on how rigid and black and white your beliefs are. Before I go any further, please like and subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about my content. Is it helping you? What kind of content would you like to see? And if you're interested in doing any one-on-one coaching with me, please email peacefullywired@gmail.com. Or if you're interested, if you're interested in joining our OCD community that we'll be launching soon, please let me know what your name and your email is, and we'll put you on the list. You'll be one of the first to know when we launch. So, OCD fears, our OCD fears specifically. Let's let's talk about the fear of the wrong relationship. Okay, it's a big fear that a lot of people have. They kind of intertwines with like the myth of the one, not being with the one true love of your life, or you lose the one and then you don't know what to do with your life because you only think there's one person. So those two are they're connected. I would say I'll do a video on the myth of the one and why that's not a thing. But the wrong relationship. So there is no right or wrong relationship. And I know that might raise your eyebrows and go, "What do you mean? There's no right or wrong relationship?" There's all sorts of things that would point to. There's studies and there's social media. There's movies and music videos and books that will talk about how true romance is supposed to go and what the right relationship is supposed to look like, and if the relationship isn't like this and it's the wrong relationship, and all that stuff is nonsense. Okay, there's no such thing as the right relationship because, again, there's no universal law that has been given to us about what the right relationship is. There's a way that maybe people would prefer relationships to go, but that's not set in stone. And there's no universal law about what the wrong relationship is. Okay, we could talk about abusive relationships being the wrong type of relationship, but the thing about that is there are a lot of people that get into abusive relationships and it's a pattern throughout their life because they actually think that that's the way relationships are done. Okay, whether that be an influence from their parents, most likely it's from their parents and the way that they've seen maybe their siblings are abusive or have been abused in relationships. And so people, this is the way that their life goes and the patterns, and they gravitate towards people that either treat them like garbage or they treat like garbage, or there's a lot of chaos, right? What maybe you or I might think is the wrong type of relationship, they might actually think, hey, this is the way things are going. And they might actually like it. There's people that really like chaotic relationships, okay, where they fight all the time, they make up, they break up. For me, I don't think that's a way to be in a relationship, but I wouldn't tell someone that that's the wrong relationship. If that works for you and that's what you want to do, hey, who am I to tell you that that's the wrong relationship? But when we have OCD, we get influenced by outside stimuli, like, again, like our parents, what we see on social media, Disney, movies, music, books, all that type of stuff, which kind of gives this idea of what the right relationship is supposed to be like. And when we have OCD and we are really black and white and rigid about how we think a relationship is supposed to be based on those influences, we can start to see things that we notice that are not they're not fitting in that box per se, and then that starts to bother us, and then we start to feel like, well, I'm noticing this thing about my partner that I don't like. That shouldn't be. I should 100% all the time love my partner no matter what they look like. Right? The ick is not a thing, but a lot of people think that it is, and so they think that they look at their partner and all of a sudden maybe they feel disgusted towards them, and so now, oh my God, I don't love my partner. I'm in the wrong relationship, right? Um, and just going back, like, there is no such thing as a right or wrong relationship, because if there was, then all relationships would essentially be the exact same. And you wouldn't have people moving around from partner to partner, because every partner, every relationship would be perfect, essentially, no matter what. No matter what the person looked like, no matter what the person, how they behaved, there would be a given, like there would be a book or a plaque that this is the right relationship, and then everybody would have to follow that. But we know that that's not true. It's not the way that life works. Okay, so when you're in a relationship and you have OCD and you're in a relationship and you start to get these fears around being in the wrong relationship, just realize there is no such thing as a right or wrong relationship. There are preferences that you have that maybe you wish a relationship might gravitate towards or go, but you get into this right or wrong, you start comparing your relationships, and now I'll get into the compulsions of what we do when we think we're in the wrong relationship. But again, no right or wrong relationships. There's just relationships. Some people believe they're in the right relationship, right? Some people believe they're, and it's a good, what would be considered a good relationship, but someone outside of that might go and look like that's a really odd relationship. Like, yeah, maybe they have sex all the time, but they don't have. There's no. They don't confide in each other. They're not even really friends, right? They're just like existing. It's a partnership. It's like a business merger, basically a business partnership, which I actually have heard people in relationships talk about. It's like a business transaction, and that's not really a relationship I would want to be a part of. But I wouldn't deem it a wrong relationship. And then you have people that are in extremely abusive relationships where it could be physical or mental or verbal or financial abuse, and the person, either one of them, think that it's the wrong way to be because that's the way that they think a relationship should be. So really it is all about your perspective, and it's subjective whether it's a right or wrong relationship. But universally there's no such thing as a right or a wrong relationship. There are just relationships. And if you have OCD, specifically relationship fears, you're going to have to break down that belief about right or wrong and get comfortable with understanding that there is no such thing. And you'll definitely be better off. So again, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this content. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, peacefullywired@gmail.com. And stay tuned for the next one, which I'll go over the compulsions that we can do when we are worried about thinking we're in the wrong relationship. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys next one. Bye.